Video is to help you not make the mistakes we made for our first season opening weekend of Dollywood.
Passholder Preview Day, we had grand ideas. We're like, we'll get a tasting pass, we'll try all the tasting passes, we'll see all the new shows. No, we were sadly mistaken. Passholder Preview Day is to come see Dolly, soak up the southern atmosphere, walk around Dollywood for the new year, see what's new, and that's about it.
Well, for example, we walked past Front Porch Cafe day one. There was 25, 30 people in line. We went there and ate today. There was nobody when we walked up. Half the restaurant was empty. This is the third day of the season. So there's an example.
I think the only reason we got into Aunt Granny's the first day is because we did it after the parade, and I think a lot of people were like, I've seen Dolly, time to go.
And we waited a half an hour to get into Aunt Granny's.
We waited a half hour to get a chicken melt sandwich. We waited 45 minutes to get a tasting pass.
Which is tip number 2, let's go with. You don't have to get the tasting pass at the ice cream shop. It is available at anywhere that sells the tasting pass applicable items.
Absolutely. Go to a festival booth, buy it there. Especially the first day, do not buy your pass at the ice cream place. It is filled with everybody getting their year-long refillable mugs and their cups and their diamond pass and their gold pass stuff.
We can show you a video clip or a picture. We have one of the first day. There was like 30 people in line, and then today we walked in, I don't think there was anybody in the ice cream shop. So save yourself time not waiting in line there doing that.
Let's see, we made a list. What was number 3? Oh yeah, speaking of tasting pass, all the things were not available the first day.
French onion soup.
The French onion soup, they were like, never heard of it. The app says that you can get the special funnel cake at Splinters. You cannot. We had to wait a couple hours for the funnel cake place to even open up today. Just don't.
Because the booths seem to open at 11. Well, the funnel cake one was not open at 11. So, but our point is, yeah, not everything's available the first day. Today, everything seemed available. So
everything
by the third
was available. The first day, not everything was available. Everybody's still learning. And guess what? Everybody else wants to taste the stuff too. So if you can wait, do. So we said the first day was for seeing Dolly. We learned, line up at least 2 hours early.
She came through 4:30ish. Like, I think it was literally 4:30.
I think it started at 4:15, but by the time she got down to the ice cream shop, it was darn near 4:30.
But we got in line at 2 o'clock, so we were there over 2 hours ahead of time. But we had a really good spot. But our initial plan was to get in line at like 3:15, 3:30. That wouldn't have worked. They started roping stuff off.
We pretty much were right by the door of the ice cream place, right behind the flower landscape things.
Pretty much you come in the front gate, hang a right, and a few hundred feet there's an ice cream shop.
So we were in the shade and nobody could stand in front of us because of the landscape. It's a little higher up. It was a great spot. So there's our tip. And then speaking of lines, don't eat at meal times. That probably just goes for every theme park ever, anywhere.
But that grand opening day, it was ridiculous because we ate at mealtime today. We ate at lunch. We ate at 12:30 and we walked in, not on day one.
As a side note to that, remember that it's the opening weekend.
Something I never thought of because we heard one of the staff explaining this, actually the host at the front porch. They had a new system they'd installed this year, software for the ordering, so they were all having to adapt to that. And he said they were working out the kinks and learning the nuances. So let alone training new back the house chefs and cooks and people in the kitchen, they were working kinks out of the new system, so just be patient.
Yes, that is the biggest tip for opening day weekend ever. Patience, patience, patience.
So essentially, if you want to come and see Dolly, come on day 1, day 2. She's here for both of those.
Unless it rains. You're not going to do everything the first day.
Because a lot of the rides weren't going either.
Just pick a couple of things that are special. Yeah.
So if you're wanting to come ride some rides and be like, oh, I don't care about Dolly, I'll avoid that in the parade. No. There's our tips for you.
Learn from us. We definitely learned a lot. When we come back next year, we'll know a lot.
Don't waste your time in line to get a tasting pass. Expect to wait in line anywhere you go on the first day.
If you want to see Dolly, line up at least 2 hours early.
The tasting pass is worth it, but just not to wait in line an hour to get it.
Just remember, you're not going to do everything the first day.
So to summarize, if you don't care about seeing Dolly, come on day 3.
That's my biggest tip. Even if you want to see Dolly, come in the first day, see Dolly, leave. Come back another day to enjoy Dollywood. Hey adventurers, we're building an amazing community here at Adventures by the Miles, and we'd like you to be a part of it. So hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and join the crew.
We've got so many more adventures planned. We want you to come along for the ride. So share your adventures with us in the comments and let's explore the world together.